But I'm asking you, you wake up early in the morning, you get yourself dead. How can you feel? You wake early up in the morning, you get yourself, you are dead. How can you feel?
That they didn't solve. They never solved that problem. For every woman should put themselves first. Don't tolerate this. Don't tolerate that. You see a woman doing well. Don't worry. It's only a matter of time before he shows you shaggy. Is he man? You got to trust man. When you refuse to compromise, see communication, compromise, and that thing that they call respect. Those three things. Get it right in your relationship and see how it flourishes. Forget about forgiveness. You could do a man anything, but because you respect that man so much, the forgiveness will come naturally from him. But no, no, not everybody. You're not in a relationship, you're advising people, you're trying to drag people to your own corner. So people will be in the same WhatsApp group.
But then, how your family members will support you, your husband, people say will support you, and they can't blame your husband again. I don't get it. Huh? I beg, TMC, go on, I beg.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. All right. I I really don't want to talk much about the marriage saga of Two Face and Annie. You know, maybe because I'm a human rights activist and I've addressed many marital cases, and I am also married. I'm blessed with a child. So I won't want to say much because we are only hearing, you know, we are only seeing what they want us to see, what they want us to hear. So there's nobody here that can say that we were both inside. Annie was telling me this, Two Face was telling me this. God bless the last speaker that spoke, the second to the last speaker before Sound Mind, who was talking about emotional intelligence. And quickly when he said that, there are a lot in my head. I left court late this evening. So I quickly went to go and check what emotional intelligence means. It means when you look, um, um, you check both yours and your partner emotion when you care for both. So it wasn't saying, it was not defined as that maybe you should care for your partner alone or you should care for yourself alone. No, even you come first. You come first, like checking you and your part. Now, I love the topic which says, at what stage should a man quit? Should a man call it quit? You see, we are all forgetting something. And I'm sorry, the way I'm going to make my own submission is just because of the teenager, the youth we have here that are still single in relationship students. So I'm not going to be talking to the married ones there. I just want to talk to the upcoming one coming into marriage. You see, there is one thing you need to understand. Firstly, do your profile checking about your partner very well. Do your profile checking. When we talk about profile checking, in those days, I was born and brought up in Yoruba land, part of Southwest. In those days, you as a man will not be the one that will say you want to marry someone. You will see the person, see the woman, the man, but you will not be the one to go and say that you just jump to the family. No, there is what we call alarino in Southwest, in Africa, in Yoruba land. The middle, they call it the middle, is what we now call middle man or with the woman now. They will be the one to go to that family. Before they now go, they will have done some research about the family. What kind of family are you going into? What kind of things do they do? What kind of, are they respectful people in the community? Do they have any bad records and all that? They check sickness and all that. Then after, there's what we call, that is now called marriage counseling, that is now being modernized now. Then they call, I don't know what they call them. I don't know if there is any elderly Yoruba here. I don't know the name they call them then. Um, that they will be the one to talk to both of you just to know
But
your eh?
this life is funny. Oh. Please, say, where are those people saying that we should abolish the Igbo culture? Have they see even Yorubas, they even the drums?
So
Go on, I beg.
Can I go on?
Yes,
No,
go on,
no, the
please.
Igbo culture is too
Igbo culture
traditional
is still
for them. It's
tradition.
too
It is still
archaic,
a cake. It is still
too
backward.
rigid.
But think at Yoruba land, they also do it. But all of you, we say you guys are so civilized and educated. We should try all those useless Igbo culture, blah, blah. Look at it here. No. Learn every day. Go on, I beg, and go on, please.
Can I go on?
Yes, boss, go on, please.
All right. So it the profile checking will be done. Then after, you know, when the both family agrees, that's why you still see some. I still know some Yoruba family that will say, no, you cannot marry from. They have their own reason. But at a stage, when both the partner involved are insisting that they want to go ahead, they have no choice. Now, secondly, I don't know where all this age of a thing is coming from. He married that at 15, is that? I don't know. I don't know where all those ones are coming from. To me, it's not really important here. What is really most important is that I want everybody to know this, that men don't quickly, or men are not quick to crying, to talking. I'm talking about sensible and reasonable men now, generally, not Yoruba, generally now. They are not quickening to talking about their marriage. Any small thing here, no. They are not. Unless irresponsible men. When I mean irresponsible, I'm not saying that you are not taking care of your family, but you are the kind of man that you just talk, boo, 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 boo. You start talking, blah, 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 blah. There are some men like that. They just try and see how they can manage issue. They just try their effort and put their effort and put their effort. But where am I going with this topic is that the moment you notice that it's already affecting your mental health, give a space. I'm not going to say a breakup, a divorce. Give a space. Giving a space is just to see if the table could still turn around, if people can settle things. Maybe one or two can come in and address, you can change. Okay, I don't want this, you are doing it, I don't want this. And if such persists, and you see that, okay, it is not changing, there is no crime in walking out. There is no crime. We are now just in a world where a non-entity will just pick a phone just because there's freedom of speech or freedom to talk. You just pick a phone and you just start typing, you just start put on ringing lights and you start using. The two people involved knows what they are going through. They can only be the one to speak. Okay, I treated a case last year. I don't know, it was all on news on national TV. I was human rights who addressed the matter. The woman was in my office when she came to report that she was the one that suffered with the husband. The husband has now married another wife outside, not bringing the wife to your house, outside. The woman is pregnant. Sir, I want to file a divorce. Okay, sit down. Okay, sorry. Okay, let me round up.
Please, just
No, no, no,
2 minutes
no,
more. Yeah, go on.
no. Finish that story, please. Please finish that
Okay,
story, please.
I
I'm
was
interested
now
in that story.
speaking to the woman. Okay, madam, sorry, I don't want to mention. Madam, no, okay, let's look at it like this. Fine, you are the one taking care of the bills, you are the one taking care of this. But you have children. Are you tired of the marriage or you are tired of the man? That two questions, she was like, okay, she will get back to me. You know, if I had known that day, I would have just told her that, okay, don't worry, we'll start the process of the. But when she said she will come back tomorrow, the next day, and meet me, could you believe that this woman, for those that know Ijebu very well, there's where they called a thunder, where they kill cow and sell. The woman went to the man place as she left my own office and started fighting him. So unintentionally, she threw all this long knife. It is not axe, but this long knife, and threw it at the husband, and the husband died. When I was called, I was like, it's a lie, it's a lie. So it's already flying the news. She went to prison. The same woman has been released. She has been released. So now, I remember I went to go and visit her in the prison then. Said, you shouldn't have done this. And she said she was so angry. She was this, she was that. Now, I was not like, if she has cuckoo left that marriage, those killing someone would not have come into it. Because sometimes many of us are always saying that, hey, what men are doing to the women. Do you know what women are doing too? It was later I got to know that the woman is always assaulting this man in the marriage, which the woman herself confessed to me in the prison too. Because she was later regretting of cleaning, that she was the one that is always frustrating me. She opened up, I have it all on tape. So when you see issue like this on internet, please let's calm down, especially when you know you want to take the mic and talk. Don't talk based on what you've seen, what you've heard. It's more deep than that. Especially when you are not even married. When in a year you have been into 5 relationships within a year, and you are coming on a public way to talk, when we have upcoming people that want to listen to people talking. You don't just come and just talk based on what you've seen or what you. There's what we call practical. Have you seen the practical? Have you lived with the practical? Have you lived with a domestic violence marriage? Have you lived with an emotional violence marriage? There's a difference between domestic marriage and emotional violence. So if you have not seen the practical, you can't just come and start defending. Imagine this space now. We have close to 400 people. How many people are collecting mic? Most of our listeners just want to learn. So let's say things that will encourage them, that will guide them, that will put them through, so they won't mislead in life. I love a speaker that was talking about when you ladies are saying you want to cry in the rich house. You don't understand that statement? Do you think it's just for fun? I eat the mic. Thank you.
Sorry, sir. TMC, please. Have you ever been on my face before, some years ago?
I do. Yeah, I do join your space, sir.
I was like, do you have a new account or something, or you had like an old account or something?
Yeah, there was a time my account was hacked, so this is my new account.
Did you marry like sometime 2 or 3 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Maybe I'm saying this guy.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Imperfect. Okay, you've changed your name now.
Yes, now. Now you
Ah,
say
wow.
you see right from my face that you were going back.
Wow.
But like
Good evening,
almost
sir.
I greet you. How you doing? Longest time.
Fine,
Greetings.
sir.
Welcome,
Compliment, sir.
welcome. Greetings.
Yes, sir.
TMC, if Imperfect was a woman, he would have had 20 divorces with his name change.
You cheer, eh? This my brother.
Imperfect
I
has
don't
really brought a lot of changes. I don't even know it's his space. Really, he has been, as in
yes,
most of his spaces is hosting. No. There was a time then I do had my wife. I do had my wife that we both listening together and all that.
very
Thank you very much,
correct.
sir.
I remember. Thank you so much. Thank you. I remember the voice. Thank you so much.
Okay, so who's the next speaker then? Do we have okay, let a lady speak. Let's have Tessie.
So yeah,
No, sorry, I
let's
okay
let's hear from
after Tessie, then we have
media.
Isaac,
Mid,
then Deuce.
you say what?
What?
Big Stepper has offered
Okay,
the
you
year.
go on, go.
Even next. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, are you there?
Call the next speaker then.
Yes, I'm here. Good evening,
Yes,
everyone.
ma'am. You are speaking like
Yes, ma'am.
you are speaking like five men now to allow you to speak.
Five men now to allow you to speak.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm humbled. Thank you. I really appreciate. Good evening, everyone. This saga or whatever that is going on is very heartbreaking to see. You know, a lot of family has crumbled, especially the people that bring their marriages and relationship online. We've seen families scattered, people saying different things. Number one, I want to say, see, marriages are dark places. It's a black market thing. Person will not go, no. You are not there. You can't come out to batch anybody. You can't judge. Ladies are here fighting for, she has gone through a lot. They started together. They've been together. They went through together. It's your choice. You choose to be there. It's not a do or die affair. If it's not working, then you move. Let there be peace. If Two-Face was to be your son as a woman, I see a lot of women, because I've had a lot of backlash on IG today. If Two-Face was to be your son, will you watch him go down? Same as if Honey is your daughter, will you watch her go down? Have you listened to the both parties? Is it because someone came out to say, okay, oh, this time around, I don't think Tu Baba has ever said anything most times. He has not been talking. Did you hear from the both party? We are quick to judge people. We are talking about the physical person that we are seeing. What about is it what did men, do they do something wrong? Yes, I'm not in support of whatever that is going on, but the internet is so messy that people you are judging from back, you are judging from your 2 gig data. You can't judge like that. You weren't there. You don't know. You don't know. If Two-Face was your brother or your son, we women that we are here, if Two-Face is your son, will you not pick his side? Will you not listen to him? You will want the first thing you want to do. I know how women act. You say, no, my son cannot do this, my son, but now is somebody else's son is involved. What about his own mental health? What about Two-Face's mental health? What about people, men that are going through the same thing? They should be together. Do you know what they are doing to each other in that house? I mean, we want another Osinachi. At the end of the day, when it's not working and they start throwing things, at the end of the somebody cry, then we come here and shout, oh, he killed. We are quick to judge people. We are quick to judge issues. Yes, marriages are whatever from heaven. But if it's not working, everybody should find peace. No matter how hard it is, no matter how painful it is better to be alive. It's not only when you buy somebody. What about the person that someone is dying emotionally, gradually, because he or she is not speaking out? They will say, when he was going through it, I could remember that time of Osinachi, she did not speak. Someone has spoken and you all want his head. You want his head for speaking the truth. You can't want his head because you weren't there. You didn't know what he was going through. You did not know. Nobody knows. You can't pick side. It's not your battle. It's not your marriage. It's not yours. It's not our business. The only thing we should wish them is we should wish them well. Whatever path they chose, they should let everything be well with everybody. It is not our business. The internet is, we are too quick to judge people. Put yourself in Two-Face's, put yourself in his shoe. Put yourself in the shoe. The fact that he has not been talking. Yes, he has done something. He has children. Some of us here came from polygamous house. That's where we are from. The fact that your mother is enduring this, or the fact that your father was enduring this is not that time. This era is not that time that people keep quiet and watch their husband or their wife trample upon their head. We are not in that time. That time has passed. This is the time of the internet, when anything you do, once you get to the internet, you are crucified. My father and my mother has been married for 50 years. If you call your mother, may tell you wetin her eye see, you go shock. The fact that they can endure, this generation cannot endure all those brutality. They can't. And before somebody can come out to speak, do you know what has been going on? We were not there. We are only talking because of the mistakes that it might be. He has plenty of children. It might not even be mistake. It might be intentional. It might be what he wanted. Because what? He has money. He has fame. It's not possible for you to have a celebrity, someone that as big as Two-Face like that. Women will flock around him. That is just it. So you choose to marry this person, you choose to be with him, to take his excesses, and you are there. And if you feel you can no longer do it or whatever, then everybody should go. Yeah, he has hurt her, he has done this, he has suffered. Fine, you have done all this thing, but now, if it's not working, let everybody go and rest. Yes, she's going through mental breakdown. Who are we sure Two-Face is not going through the same thing or even worse? Because he's a man. Because he's a man, then we should all be on his day. We should buy him because he is a man. Have we listened to him? We can't continue to be like this. We women, we are being biased here. If he's your brother today, I know some women, if they are the trouble they used to cause in their brother's house because of the wife, they'll go and meet the wife. You did not do this. This woman, if I come to my brother's house, she's hiding me. Some of you are here. We are hypocrites. Things that are going on in your own houses are there. The internet, you will not say, you will come outside and buy 2 gig and come and be. No, it's not like that. Let's be considerate. When people come here when people come on the internet, let's not judge. Don't judge. You weren't there. You were not there. Let's listen to, okay, Tufe, what has happened? If he cared to say, if he doesn't care to say, it's their family business. The reason why he brought it out is because, yes, he is a celebrity. Definitely, somehow, anyhow, the blogs are going to find out and they are going to post it. Okay, let me be the first to post it before you people will come for me. Then he said what he said. And he stood by it. I said what I said. But the next thing that we should be asking is, if he really wants to discuss, it's now our family business, not our business. We should ask him, Baba, you know, the close people that are closer to him, what's happening? We can't pick side. Let's be sincere. I felt for him. He has children. So some people, they are from third wives in this place, fifth wife. Some, they don't even know you, that you are just there. You have names. Your father is in somewhere. Yes, he has those children. Then all you can do is love everybody together and come together. You agree to this contract. You sign this contract. If this contract is no longer entertaining you or paying you, let the contract be spilled. Okay, spill the contract now. There's problem everywhere. I have told people several times, marriage is not a do or the relationship self are not, even brotherly love is not a do or die, I fear. Like me, I'm that kind of a person. If my blood brother is not, we are not on the same page, I will block you. I want my peace. Anything that is disturbing anybody's peace, be it your brother, your sister, you let it go. Let's preach love when two people are involved in problems. Not that you be taking side. Women, take care of yourself. Oh, but since when he has been making money and he has been chopping, he was taking care of and nobody complained. Take care of yourself, oh, because he married. Our mother used to marry at 15, 14. And if they remain there, it's because that time, the world was where the world was. Nobody know how to go out, and because their parents will not tell them that, come back home, or if you are suffering, they will say, go back there, is your husband. We've been seeing series of issues out there. Somebody killed by the wife. Why? Before he could do that, they've been going through back and forth, back and forth. Then it got to the extent where that was the end. Is that what we want? He did this, but do we want to hear another story aside this? There's probability they are just going through some phases, they can still come back. Then which one? Waiting be our own. Waiting be our own. In when issues like this happen, these issues, very, very sensitive issue, we should be quick to listen and take our time to judge. We cannot judge. We are not there. It is not, we are not in their family. We should not pick side. We should not pick side. He has had kids, he has been doing his flirty. If he did not look for women, they will look for him. He's a celebrity, he has money, he has fame. All these things comes with whatever he's doing. You say, why is he not disciplined? Yes, he is disciplined, but sometimes we are human. Our flesh can fail. Even pastors do fail. So because of that, we should always come back to his sin. Imagine if God at all time judges us with our sin. Every time we go back and come back and say, God, forgive me, and God judges us. Are we going to, I and you, are we going to be here? Let's be sincere. Let's not take side. Let's just look for peace. And I wish them peace. I wish the both party peace. Thank you very much for my time.
Um, it is just that I am a Catholic and I'm a child of God. I must make I buy you one nice alcohol, so I don't do alcohol.
No, you can
After
do you can do juice. No worry.
wonderful submission. Anyway, guys, this could also be like a public stunt. You guys never can tell, because every 2 years or once a year, this person gets their difficult madness. Anyway, it's not my business. Now, those who say they want to listen to other people's opinion and in this place, if not, actually, these guys are not relevant. Secondly, Two-Face lost.
Imperfect.
Yeah.
I want to ask a
Okay.
question. How old was Two Face when he met with
I
Annie?
don't
Because
know.
I heard something yesterday from one of the spaces that what was he doing with a 15 years old girl? How old was he
I
when
don't
he
know.
met
Early
Annie?
20s or so. How old is Annie now? And how old is
I think
Two-Face?
somebody said
He
24.
said
I think somebody said
24.
24.
I don't know now.
Yeah, so they were saying what was a 24-year-old doing with a
Now,
15-year-old? He
where
groomed
where
her.
were her parents then?
The what? Yeah,
Where were her
exactly. No,
parents
nobody
then?
asked that question.
Eh? Or did they just kept me because they saw prospect or something? I beg, Mr. Next and Mrs.
Now,
Next.
not 40 years old women, they ask that question. No.
No, leave them.
You know, whenever see any 20, 25 years old person, they ask that kind of question.
At
All those
least
Lucky,
40
why,
years old
why,
women,
why, why, why,
40
why, why,
guys,
why?
Nasikote
you say we don't know them.
Next. Nex. Are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm there. I'm there. Thank you very much. It's really been an educative space. I'm trying to be very brief. I'm trying to take a very objective stance into this. Please pardon me. I wrote what I was going to say down, so it's going to sound as if I'm reading it. Men, please, I am begging you with the love of God. Please educate your emotions as you would educate your intellect. Please. Some of us go to school to take 4-year courses, masters, whatever it is, but we always forget to educate our emotions. This is not just about emotional intelligence. Educate your emotions. Let life touch you. Let good things make you feel good. Let happy things make you feel happy. Learn to educate your emotions. And if you find yourself at a stage in life where it's too late for you, try to educate your children. Try to educate your children's emotions. It's very important, please. It will save you a lot of stress. And moving on to marriage. Marriage is hard. To be honest, marriage is hard. Very hard. There's more to it. And maybe until they revise those vows, some people might not even consider marriage. Those self-imposing vows, they are so strong. For better, for worse, for this, for that. That's no. Those things are quite extreme. People change, and that's the reason why. People change, people grow. I am not the man I used to be 5 years ago. Let's say somehow I see the man I was 5 years ago in person now. We're going to have a lot of problems. So people change, people grow, and these are one of the challenges in marriage. We can't project based on, we can't project, yeah, we cannot project based on what we know, but I think we can work with what we have, the information we have to like make better analysis and better discussions. But based on the exams in our society and based on the information we have so far, I blame Two-Face. And I'm going to give reasons for that. At first, I blamed the society, but I gave it a second look. We don't have rats, dogs, dragons in our society. Our society comprises of man and a woman. So if there's any dysfunctionality in there, it's between the man and the woman. So both genders are emotional beings. But based on society contribution, men's emotion has gone into extinction. Pardon that word, but that's the truth. Over time, men has chosen logic over emotions, and women has chosen more of the emotional side over logic. So yeah, that's it. And in the context of marriage, and based on what path each gender gravitates towards, and that's my reason why I blame the man. Your wife's emotional vulnerability is up to you to handle, curtail. However, drawing the line of what to tolerate is up to your emotional understanding to draw that line that, okay, look, some guys will never take a woman insulting them. Some can. Now tell me, what is wrong? Is it the man that is done? No. Educate your emotions, that's the bottom line. Although I know that these things, they are easier said than done, to be honest. Looking back in retrospect, there are some things I've taken in relationships that now I tell myself, what? Why did I take this? But when it comes to emotions, as unique and distinct as the DNA is, as those chromosomes shit are, that's how emotions are. Very, very weird. Very, very crazy. People do things and you wonder, why are you doing this? Why are you taking this? So, well, maybe if the conversation spirals into our society dysfunction, then I'm going to look into the man and woman. But for now, I am putting more of the blame on the man in this picture. All right. Anyways, I'm happy he finally found the voice to speak out. He should have done it earlier. Trust me, he should have. He should have. Based on the info we have, he should have done it very, very much earlier. But we are happy for him that he finally took the balls. And when push comes to shove, look, it's their family, it's their marriage. They're gonna sort it. But I'm happy he found his emotion back and he found a way of speaking up. And I wish him well. I wish him all of the happiness in life. And I hope his children find a way to live with this because that's important. Two Face is in his 50s. I don't know how old is Annie, but the children are coming. They're going to face a lot in life, trust me. And look, this decision will affect them. Either either whoever is right or wrong, this decision will affect the children. It will reshaping their lives. It will reshaping how they think, and ultimately it's going to come back into our society. It's like a snowball effect. Like this, what do they call it? You throw this real big ball, I don't know, you throw it, it comes back. All right, so that's my point. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. Media and Big Step. Now, one of us supposed to go next. And then Big
Imperfect,
Step,
I beg, I feel goodness.
yeah, after you come to media, then come to Tatamount, then come to EK.
I beg, make
Oh,
I go.
EK, then okay, okay, go on, please.
You, thank you for the mic. For reach everyone on the space. See, this issue now crucial issue we actually need to talk about, especially about men. So I did talk about like most of my brushes, because at least I've gotten to the age of probably a bit time to get married. Like, so being on this space has, given me more enlightenment on how people feel about when marriage is about to come to an end or things like that. But I actually get some message to pass to some of my bros we don't marry, we they toxic married or toxic relationship, like things like that. So I know many bros where they sleep for parlor for their house, like I know many of them. They don't talk about it, but sometimes they do call me. They just feel like, oh, this is what happened, based on how I take it close to them and all that. But most of all these women forget sometimes say when man they live a life they go, it dey pass like different stages of, you know, meeting different women and all that. Probably he choose to settle down with you as a woman. That's he chose you, but you might not be the best among the rest that he met, like along the line. But why I'm saying this is that I don't know who know if the other two baby mama, abi I don't know how many wey Two Face get, for be like probably a better wife, or maybe I wish she married the three. Maybe this divorce for not too loud the way it be, so nobody know. But for my bros the way actually the toxic relationship, this time around you can't keep what you don't have, what don't want to stay. Something wey no wan stay with you, wey dey give you problem, you no go fit keep am, especially when most of them no dey entertain your friends, like things wey you love to dey around with. Like, e dey toxic, na e dey toxic. You know how many women you don meet wey na we even dey call them, like, processes of life. So you don't meet many, but at the end of the day you choose to settle with this one, but na this one dey give you the most problem wey but move on, you move on, like you move on. So no need to hide emotions this time around or say, oh, because I be man I no wan talk to my family, or I no wan my family. Your family go still know the matter last. Like, na truth, I dey use pidgin, na truth. Your family go know the matter last. Like, that na the only way how to survive. No be you go dey your house because of small quarrel, you go dey sleep for parlour, you go dey so uncomfortable and all those kind of things. But you don't want to talk about, so that baby people for not laugh you. Who want laugh you? No, nobody will laugh you, but you have to talk. You go talk as e be, because this time around, we're in 21st century. Yes, everybody they form the wokeness. Oh, I'm now woke, emotionally intelligent. Blah. No, your wokeness is not real life. Like, people live their life the way they want to live it. Like, so the thing is just so somehow. But please, if you know you're in a relationship or in a marriage that does not sit well with you, you don't feel comfortable because you go outside with your friend, you reach out late, they tell me you go sleep for parlor, you come up for your man, you have to move, like move. Imperfect, I'll yield the mic. I don't really have much to say.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, my media after you come to that amount, media and sport consultant. Are you there? No. That amount go on, please.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Are you in the great panel?
Chill, chill, chill. Relax. Let me put up my headphones. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Can
you.
you guys hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear
Affirmative,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm at the airport, so I just hopefully the background noise is not disturbing you too much. This my views on this is I was hearing some of the things people were saying. Everybody was saying, "Oh, don't pass judgment. You know, we don't understand the machinations inside the relationship, etc., etc., etc." And I agree. But it's very interesting to me that we take this stance whenever a man is seen as being in the wrong. But if it is Pep and his wife's divorce, we'll be offering all sorts of insights into a relationship that we don't understand. But that's something, but that's neither here nor there. My own thing is there's something that Mr. Ichie mentioned. Sorry, the network dropped out, but I didn't catch it. Whether we want to accept this or not, when Two Face, if what they are saying is true, Two Face got together with this girl when she was 14 and 15. I hold any parent responsible for putting your 14 and 15-year-old child with a 24-year-old man. Uh-uh. What is that? Doesn't make any sense now. I mean, catching her that young would explain why, despite this man humiliating this woman publicly day in, day out, she has not been able to leave. You know, this thing, I know again, I'm not trying to put mouth on her person's relationship. I personally hope for this, for her own sake, maybe she can move on. But then again, I also worry that maybe she's so embroiled with this man to the point where leaving him might destroy her mental health. So to me, the big red flag here is there is no reason why our young teenagers should be getting involved with adults. As parents, as sisters, brothers, cousins, family members, we should be the ones guiding these young people. Hmm? And that's me. I'm not going to repeat all of the numerous points everybody has made here. My own is any relationship, marriage or otherwise, if it is no longer favoring you or your mental health, yeah, it's probably best to just end it and move on with your life. But if they're children, always with children it gets more complicated. But I'm a firm believer in a good parent or, or somebody who is able to parent properly can only do so if their mental health is being properly taken care of. So that's my contribution. Thank you.
Now you are going somewhere, you didn't inform us. If you should go south now, you're going to tell you think of it from open space for me. Open space for me. Now you're at the airport. Where you're going to, you didn't tell me. It is fine. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no vex. I'm heading back to the UK, so
Where were you before?
Bulgaria.
Where,
Hey, 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 hey,
where,
hey, hey,
where, where,
hey.
you went to see Andrew Tate?
He went to see the queen.
Andrew Tate.
Oh, is it in Bulgaria? I thought it was in Romania.
Oh, so you
Okay.
know.
Forget that
Oh,
Romania. They are both same thing. So just leave us.
so you know.
I'm still in Bulgaria. I have some opinions about this place because I know
If you
believe
didn't
so
visit Lagos, visit
Okay.
Lagos State. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. Thank you
We
so
catch
much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
no problem.
Thank you so much. Uh,
Imperfect. These women are putting their interests first. When are you gonna get it? They don't care about you. They are putting their interests first. It's happening right before your eyes.
anyway, guys, to the best
But
of
it's
my knowledge,
true though. Like
to the best
it's
of my
fact
knowledge,
because
Face.
Two Face. You go to feel like I for not come out to give this news now. All you hear with the hot wife. Like I don't know why people they so emotionally attached to another person's problem. I see that tweet where that woman go comment under the post when he say all of us go like how many of you now one fight time? Are you in the marriage? Like Two Face marry you join a wife. So people just they emotionally attached to another man problem. Like Two Face marry a wife, he not call you as like involved. See you want all of una go gather fight. Make una come out, come talk with the Two Face do now. Like why everybody want fight the man?
Okay. All these ones we won't fight them now. Once two say, okay, guy, okay, forget that thing. Look with the drum, underground. They will still accept.
Coast is clear.
Coded. Coded. Then they play.
What's wahala scatter marriage? Coast not clear. Two baba. Now we won't host you. Not true.
As Fabi come this side, may just show this side. No be
We take care of you. Emotional stress. Weekend for two. Now them go spend the money for Two Face. All these women, Nollywood, they will go on break. Two Face is now single. Nigeria.
they want suffocate my goats. Ah man.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me that guy for the home money when get need ever add to it. That guy, then they feel good eat. Every time looking I'm like, anyway, who is this person? I don't know if he's there. Media and consultant, are you there? No. Um,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
please, are you male or female?
Imperfect and mindset. You've been asking me this question every
No.
year, and you will tell me that I sound like Peter Obi. I don't think I like
Is it
that.
you? Okay, I can't remember. Sorry, no, I'm confused.
The other time you wanted to give me a wife and you drive the woman away.
I'm sorry. I think
Okay, no, not a
what I'm
problem.
saying is attitude.
I would like to talk like I would like to discuss this issue as an partly as an insider because there've been a lot of misinformation on the space and even people who are commenting. Uh, they met while they were quite young, but the marriage took place about 12 years ago and really knew why she wanted the marriage that time. And I could remember, I attended the marriage in Akwa Ibom, somewhere in Eket. I was invited, I had to get down to Nigeria to attend the marriage. And she arranged everything perfectly for herself. Wanted the then governor of the state, who is now the Senate president, to attend. The man gave them a brand new SUV. And a lot of things happened, and she wanted it that way. In fact, she wanted a show off. And when they got actually married, she was in Nollywood, so nobody will be telling me stories. She married as a kid or something like that. So if she was a teenager admiring an adult, then but she waited because there was a time they had a breakout. They came back together before the marriage took place. And she knew that Two-Face had affairs and even had a child or so or two. So I don't think she got into that marriage blindly. There are other issues that I would not like to raise here. At times, she has been overbearing uh, and has to do with the celebrity status of Two-Face. Before you got into this marriage, you knew the status of the guy you were going to get married to. And you would have, at least, like what other speakers were saying, that in African marriage, that the parents will tell you to endure everything, close your eyes to whatever your husband is doing and all those stuff. She would have taken that stand. Because I knew it took a while for the parents to be convinced to even accept to host Two-Face family for firstly for the TM before the other ceremonies that followed. So I believe that Two-Face had enough in certain areas, and that's why he might have decided to quit. At the time, I was thinking maybe because Anne is having a reality series that the thing is a hoax. But if it's that they wanted to use it maybe for publicity stunt, but if it is true, then Anne should stop using the blammer she's using. She said some idiots are writing and saying that at the time the sister-in-laws will come out to say something. What were the sisters-in-laws doing in the marriage? If somebody has approached them or if somebody wanted to sleep with them. So there are a lot of stupid things coming up, which if I was involved or I am Anne, they should not bring up such nonsense because I know that Two-Face went through a lot. There are times that he had to reject some of his engagement that would have bring finance into the family because of all this misunderstanding. Oh, you are going out. I'm doing something at the other place. I can accompany you. You don't have to go with this dancer. You don't have to take this person along. For God's sake, this guy is a professional. So and he can take his decisions, or his managers can take a decision for him. So what I just want to say now is that please, women, you should know where you are walking into. If you've taken a decision that maybe because of fame or because Two-Face was liberated financially, because Two-Face also, and did not make Two-Face. Two-Face went through a lot. You can ask the guys he grew with, the musicians that he worked with, so that you'll be able to know what he went through to become what he's been today, that Anne now saw and got interested in the guy. So if at that teenage age you decided to go out with that guy, and at that time Two-Face was having other relationship, then what will we call you? So let's just leave it at that. But I think we should just give Two-Face a space to take a decision. And there was a time that Two-Face, about 2 years ago, was really depressed because of having to suspend a lot of things just to satisfy the wife. So let me leave it at that, because it will not be nice for me to be the broadcaster until both parties will come out with the version of whatever took place. Thank you.
The
I
person
beg,
who
imperfect. I want to ask you one question.
the
I beg,
person
no
where
be this
they
imperfect.
share. Person where everybody they share. You need your own. You want to kind alone. Keep up. Is that not greed? Still too afraid to show love to everybody.
Imperfect. I beg, I get question for you. No be this internet we dey where AY divorce, basket mouth divorce. Omo, why even not for?
Come again, please, I beg.
You dey hear me?
We dey hear you.
I say whether not be this internet we dey where AY leave his wife, they divorce, basket man too, he leave his wife, he comot. Why the internet not crumble? Why now two-face matter everybody want die put? Man, see this man has
Na
like
agenda.
if una understand probably wetin two-face don't go through for a marriage, I believe see many people for now they talk like this today. Una forget say two-face was one time the number one artist in Nigeria. Like people really forget. So okay, because he decided to settle with this woman, now everybody want buy the matter as market. Man, see Nigeria women sometimes they are doing too much, like too much,
All right,
too much.
all right.
AY don't come up for you, basket man don't come up for you. Nobody talk. Everybody die the matter like on a low. But when he reach two face
Uh,
gone,
uh,
like
big
come on.
step. You know how many people will die for Two Face that year? You know Two Face do for Warri that year. You see,
E hold two baba.
eh,
Shake you, no get belle.
but let's see.
Too Baba where everybody they jealous. All the men they jealous too Baba. No, some people really think saying a joke neither man did. Right.
This person say, even start women say everybody. She get like say they be now way social media now don't they common. If not, if you don't see them even date, they will snatch them big time. They play. Please let's hear from Berry after we come to Gael.
Good evening, everyone. Uh, I'ma make a follow on a shook mouth for this matter.
Proper with accent. You go fear now.
Uh,
Happy New Year. Welcome.
thanks to you, Jerry. Okay, this topic here, you enter my body because you know one thing about we Nigerian women, who sabi they bias. See this thing already on my Facebook. I was posting about this. And so many lies against to Baba need to talk. That guy has been just quiet. The only issue we have with him, or although we don't even have issue with him, Nigerians, so everybody say, he's the grandmaster of baby papas. Do you know he's the Baba of the Baba? But and most men are not happy in their marriage. But due to they are in a world where women will shout or speak up and they will support women and blame men. Most men are suffering that they cannot come out to say whatever thing they said. Okay, before Baba came out yesterday and split that he's going off this marriage, and he was on this famous Africa whatever, and I think season 3. Oh, my head had a
famous African.
she first child is 15. The crazy thing, I was there before all of them. I married Two-Face at 15. I know no man ever, blah, 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 blah. And I was shocked. I said, 15K. And I can remember vividly. Annie lied there. First, Annie was not 15 when he married to Baba. Yes, he might be dating him at the age of 15. And some persons will say, what is 15 years old person doing with 24 years old? It did happen. When I was 14, at age 14, men don't they rush me. At age 14. But thanks to my mom, all these things has to do with family background and where you are coming from. If Annie can boldly say, she was dating this person, I got to meet him at the age of 15. Yes, it's understandable that her family was not trying to catch her young or something like she decided to play her games. Yes, most families, are very, very lenient when it comes to training their kids. Yes, there is a possibility of 15 years old person dating, but she got married at the age of 28 in 2012. We all remember that. And she had her child 24 at the age of 24. So she has been there. And two Baba had two baby mamas, 4 kids already. She carried herself, her left and right leg, enter. What is she? And I hear people, Nigerian ladies say, is because this lady made him. He said, "Layo, so this babe did not make this guy." And I believe if it's 1999 they made, this guy has been, trying to come up. He has people, according to history, 1999. And this guy started before that.
Barry,
True,
I don't know
like
where you are.
what they are
Barry, but your network
saying.
is pretty bad.
I don't understand why Nigerian women look at Toke Makiwabi. Look at
Barry, I don't know if you can hear me, but your network is, I don't know if you need to readjust your position. Your network is bad, please.
Jam her network.
can't hear anything from my hand though.
Yeah,
Maybe someone else should. Okay.
we'll move to the next speaker. And Papa, who's the next person?
Gael, then Deep Sky, Triumphant. Please, Jeremiah, you just spoke right now, right? Jeremiah, have you spoken? That guy is sleep. I don't know.
What did
Okay,
you say is the next speaker?
Gael, then Deep Sky,
Diane. Who's Diane?
Gael.
Yeah, I'm perfect. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Good afternoon. So the issue with what's his face, Chubaba and his marriage, people are asking why are we crucifying them? But the thing is, as a celebrity, if you bring your personal business to the world, and you treat your personal business like it's of part of your market branding, then all your supporters and all your critics have every right to dissect it and to criticize it. Because there are a lot of celebrities out there, believe it or not, that have had successful marriages, and we, as a fact, don't even have no idea who the wives are, no idea who the children are, nothing about his personal life, and which is how it should be. An example: there's this guy called Denzel Washington, right? Which an American actor. The guy has been acting for over 30 something years. Nobody knows about his family. It was just one day he posted a picture with his family. People were like, "Oh man, we never knew he's married." Yes, it's none of our business. And there's another guy. I'm not going to call him, but a Nollywood bad boy that each and every one of us knows. He always played bad boy in every Nollywood movie.
J Mike.
Shego Arinze.
He has been married for.
Shego Arinze.
Thank you.
Shego Arinze.
He's been married. He's been married.
Play.
He's been married for years. You will never hear anything about this Kiniko. I can tell categorically, I know some of them because I have actually heard about him in Maryland of some of the things they do. But guess what? None of us knows because he doesn't bring it out there. Probably him and his family members must have settled their issues, and moved on like it's supposed to be. The problem is when you fail to abide with your own marital contract of not allowing third-party members to invade your marriage, then this is what you get. You made us your online in-laws, and now all of a sudden we have some other in-laws fighting us for saying what we're saying. No, we didn't beg these people to come and tell us about their marriage. Since they don't respect their marriage enough, I don't think it's up to us to respect it. I'm sorry. Now, the last but not the least, Annie Idibia, or Annie Macaulay, right? She loves Chubaba too much, more than Chubaba actually loving her. And this is what I always tell girls, which is what I also tell my daughter and my wife. I told my wife that if you ever act like you marry more than I do, it's going to scare me. Because what that means is that you can kill somebody for me. You can murder somebody for me, and I don't want that. Right? I'm a strong believer that the love of a thing is a husband that's supposed to love the more. Because that's the reason why the husband go and find the wife. It's never the other way around. The only person that the wife should love with her whole heart, wholeheartedly, and even to the extent of giving her life, is the child that she bore. Now look at the way Annie Idibia, she has lost all sort of self-confidence. She has a low self-esteem. Everything she has achieved, it's almost like everything she has achieved in this life revolves around you, Baba. And what that means is, what I'm saying, if this marriage eventually goes through, that woman might lose her sanity because she has placed Chubaba into a godlike status. I don't want that for any of my daughters. I'm a father, so I understand. I will be sad tomorrow if my daughter puts all her life, her trust in a man that she just met and she decided, okay, this is all and all. What if tomorrow the guy breaks off her heart? Then what? We have seen instances where some women, once their boyfriend or husband breaks up with them, they commit suicide. And you begin to ask yourself, how on earth? How often do you even see men even committing suicide? And like I said, men are the ones that actually should love more. Anyway, I know a lot of Nigerians will not agree with my theory, but that's just my theory. and I have seen it in action. I have seen my father love my wife his mother, my mother, right, and his current wife very very well to the extent that he is always there for her. He will even do and undo just to make sure that she is well taken care of. And when you do that, then you don't get what the Bible says, the respect from the woman. Because even the Bible says it. Man, love your wife. Woman, respect your husband. And then children, respect your parents. Now, saying there for Bible, nobody me talker. Because I know say Nigerians now they carry Bible for head. So I say make I use that one as the reference. Maybe una go understand them from that angle. You know, Chubaba, hey, I think he did Annie a favor because each and every one of us have been crucifying Annie why she hasn't divorced this guy, despite all the trauma she or he has put her through. As it is right now, people are saying that must have put Chubaba in his own trauma too. We never know. It might be right, but the thing is, they had a long time to fix this. When I married my wife, she told me that one thing that will make her leave the marriage is if I ever put hands on her. That was her deciding factor. And we verbally agreed. Do you understand? Now, my question is to Annie and Two-Face, what was her deciding factor that would, okay, if you do this, marriage will scatter? Because as it is, I don't think cheating was in the equation because before she came in, the guy was already cheating, right? And I'm pretty sure she was okay with it. I even hear rumors, this is rumors, so that they both agreed in open marriage. So what will be the cocoa? You know? But again, they put their business out there for us online in-laws to come and dissect. So that's what we're doing. I wish them the best. I pray for Annie Idibia. She should seek therapy so that she will get a better self-esteem. And then she will fix the self-esteem of her daughters because she has daughters. I wouldn't want that trauma to be passed from generation to generation because that would be really, really terrible for their children. Anyway, I yield.
All right, thank you, Akosa. I have a question for you. Is it not true that us men, most of us men, we equate a woman loving us too much to be respect?
Negative. That I think that is a wrong because the thing is this, right? When we think about love in this Disney world, all this fairy tale crap that Westerners do, that is what the Africans are beginning to take hook, line, and sinker. Um, a woman grows to love her husband with time and with years, which is why each and every one of us, if you go and ask your mom or your grandmom, she will tell you from fact that she never knew the man that came to marry her from Adam. Matter of fact, some of them were even arranged. Most times they detested this man. But when that man showed them that love and affection, that protection, slowly but gradually they began to respect that guy. Like, okay, this guy is actually tearing his back for me. Things like you protecting your wife from your immediate family members. That's what I do. There's a day I had to tell my dad that he should mind the way he speaks to my wife. Because if I talk to his wife like that, which is my mother, he won't take it. He won't take it. He won't take it. He will caution me. And he gave me the best advice before I got married. My father, he told me, when you get married, don't let anybody, not even I, your father, come in between you and your wife. That's the best advice he ever gave. And that is why when he did what he did, I had the impetus to caution him and call him to order. And he realized that, okay, I messed up. You understand? That act right there was what solidified it for my wife. Till today, and like I said, she loves me a little bit too much, which I told her that you need to calm down. I don't want you to commit murder here, maybe, mistakenly in the future. God forbid, I do something stupid. Like a lot of us men, most times we fail to control our bodily urges, right?
and
But
then you go
Akosa,
out there and commit murder.
is it not you and her
But
against the
my brother,
world?
I'm about
So you can hold the gun
to
and
go
she
back to
pulls
the
the
office,
trigger.
so hurry up.
I don't say hurry up. But it's
Say
you
again.
and
Say again.
I said it's you and her against the world. So you can hold the gun and she pulls the trigger.
I don't know about that. I don't know about. Well, I personally, I'm not gonna lie here. I would, yes, I would send someone 6 feet if they mess with my wife, because that's my duty. You understand? But anyway, I yield. I gotta go back to the office. Thanks, God, guys. I hope when I'm done, this room will continue. Maybe then I'll answer some more questions. Okay?
All right, thank you very much for coming around, Gil. Thank you. Barry, is your mic okay? Do you want to finish your submission? Adanne. Okay,
Okay,
in
Ichie.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't have much to say. The only thing I will say now is to my fellow ladies, especially Nigerian ladies, let's love ourselves enough, just like the previous speaker just said. Annie overloved. Yes, she took. In fact, she knows everything that is in that marriage that is not really suitable for her health. But I don't know what gave her the gut to, embrace that. So she coming out and people coming out to come and judge or blame to Baba is something I find funny. So both of them, I believe both of them have a lot to settle and heal. If this divorce is the best for them, period, they should go and be fine. We don't want to hear justice for this, justice for that, buy this person or no buy this person. We shouldn't lose ourselves in loving somebody, especially we women. Naturally, we are soft and we easily love. And sometimes our love can be obsession, just like the previous person you can kill. So that's all. Ichi, are you there? Did you hear me? People hear
Yes,
me.
we heard you. We heard
I'm
you.
done.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And Deep Sky, are you there?
Namonyolo, how are you?
I good to you, boss. Welcome. Good.
Happy New Year, sir.
Same to you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Maybe APC don't pay you money now. You don't carry
No,
to face
they are owing me still. No, they only paid half.
They are still owing you. You don't mean it. Why you no one protest? Eh?
Not now. At the right time of protest.
Nada. No wahala. Good evening, everybody. I don't hear think this is to be. Some say women they suffer. So everything we do for this life, woman day with you, she they suffer. You they suffer. Hey! Anyway, me, I start relationship this January. I don't even divorce. Those people start this January. What when me and Nick I do years back, we don't divorce. I don't know why this one come this special. But let me say this anyway. Make I cook small. No go better for Two Face and Libya. You know why? When Two Face be nobody for this country, you can't saying you are my African queen. All of us support Two Face. Hype in music. And Libya too can't start to the art movie. Two movie finish for Nigeria, all of us watch and finish. When it reach time for white wedding, when they do the wedding,
They go
they
desert.
don't do it for Nigeria.
For desert.
They go 12 days ago, 23rd March 2023. In Burj Al Arab Hotel for Dubai. Now these two idiots go do wedding. Now that day I swear for them. Say this marriage no go get head. Since that time reach now, they never be short. Man, no talking. You get. So I don't know. I won't say whether I'm happy, I'm sad, but they deserve it. You understand? They deserve it. Because all the support, when then they suffer, we they help them, they support them. When they come make am, they carry our money, go spend for Dubai. Now only picture we see. It's not fair. So too, Baba, you think say you go Dubai, go do wedding, finish. You can't come back, can't get peace of mind for Nigeria. You don't go work for two of them. If you like, if you say you don't divorce, if you carry another one, go Dubai or Atlanta or Switzerland, go do wedding. You go still scatter. What God cannot do does not exist. Anyway, that is one cooking. Number two is that All the noise that all of us have made since morning, at least since yesterday, get people when they sleep. Minutes is break out yesterday. You get people who never still sleep till now. They day on top this matter. Since morning when I wake up, I can't hear this gist. I don't go desk screen at the whole day. Imperfect. I never see two-faced meme coin. I never see Anidibia meme coin. I never see any coin. What is the essence of all of these arguments? What is the essence of this trend? If you people cannot mint some coins for us, just like Trump, fight. We supposed do something like Two-Face, divorce, or Annie, divorce. By now, if I don't see something like $5 million
Deep Sky,
market capitalization,
Deep Sky.
each year. Yes.
The exchange rate plummeted, like the international exchange rate plummeted due to the breaking news with Two Face splitting with Annie. The stock
Plummeted to where
exchange,
to
rather.
from where to where?
It affected the stock exchange in World Trade
Really? You see
Center.
our A4 this month, how many percent?
15%.
Are you sure?
How about?
Nah,
Yeah,
that one trickling of New York Stock Exchange. Let's say that one fall after Chinese people came with their AI model, that their fake AI model. But that's by the way. So the essence is that this argument no they yield money. Because by now we should have seen a meme coin on desk screener going to like 10 or $100 million. Two-Face, divorce. And in Libya, divorce. All of us go to print tab, we go make money from there. I beg, next time if you be celebrity, you want divorce. You understand? Print meme coin so that boys will make money. So that when we participate in this conversation like this, we'll be smiling to the bank. It is not fair. It is not fair. There are people who have not eaten today because they have been arguing either in support or against Two-Face. Some people say Two-Face is going through a lot. But truly, Two-Face, if you are going through a lot, if your mental health is at its all-time high, I know you have a private jet, or I think you have a private jet. If you can find your way to Mzanzi, I will arrange Mzanzi buddies for you so that you can use it and rest small. You can rest on their breast, cool down from this stress you have been going through over the years. Even though you have pissed me off, that is the little that I can do for you. As for Anidibia, I don't like put mouth for women matters too much because now they never declare whether she don't divorce or she never divorced. If I say make I offer my own help now, then you say this one won't be seen. You want to take advantage of somebody. So I'd rather leave her in the hands of Toke Makenwa, Tiwa Savage, all the female celebrities, or make them, bury them, make the arranger, make them take care of her. You get. And so my online in-laws, I think the thing pieces today, they too much. But one thing I don't learn is say, as a man, please, no allow any woman suffer with you. If you know say you never make her, no allow any woman come near you. Because tomorrow, if you make her, something come, Africa, something like that, something like say things no go where they go say, all the sacrifices she made for you. I don't look for the sacrifice where Anidibia make. Me, I no see. The time when she did jolly, when she go, how many Nigerians don't go both Al Arab go do wedding before? In the history of Nigeria, how many Nigerians don't go do their wedding for both Arab? Nobody say they go there, go sleep. They did one of the finest wedding in the history of this country. But people say she did suffer. She dey use private jet, she dey waka, people dey respect her. Guy, you know what it means? Now, imperfect, you know how I be me. I always like mind my business. You know how many Nzanzi girls who don't call me today, they ask me about Two-Face and Anidibia. I'm like, I don't relate to these people. I don't know them. What is all this problem? Because as Nigerians, they are cooking on social media. They are just asking what is going on. And surprisingly, just 3-4 days ago, I was speaking with somebody, a lady. She was talking about this young, foolish African, because that is actually the name, young, foolish, whatever series we want to call them, because now there this problem starts. I was saying there is this lady that was acting something, that the husband is a musician. I'm like, do you mean Two-Face Idibia? And he said, yes. I don't know, say the thing go go escalate, reach like this. I hope they end, this is the time for them to end that series once and for all. Because the way that series is going, it might actually cause more problem for Nigeria. And finally, before I conclude, one of the reasons why these people could no longer hold on is because of Tinubu. These people's marriage have been having problems since 2012 when they got married. Jonathan was there. They were able to patch it. Every little thing, Jonathan will give them support. 2015, Buhari come. Even though Buhari was, was doing man, he was still giving them support. They're okay, no, they didn't die again for my head again, I beg. But Tinubu came in. Guess what? House scatter, fence fall. Tinubu, go better for you. Tinubu, may God punish you because if it was another candidate that won the election in 2023, I'm very sure that Two-Face and Idibia will not be separated today. They will not have divorced because by now they will be planning, Two-Face will be planning to contest for governor of Benue State or he'll be going for campaign rallies. But look at what Tinubu have done. Enough of Tinubu. Tinubu have caused more problems for us in this country than good. How are we going to celebrate? Look at all of our celebrities now. All of them are divorced. Now only see the video own. If you try and hear the video day, see the video Chioma. If I hear any divorce, if I hear no, I make I just lift my mic. I don't cook finish. No, I enjoy.
Thank you. Adekunle, are you there? Adekunle, are you there? No. Rosemary, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Imperfect. Okay. Do you want me to go on now?
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Okay. Good day, everyone. So I'm not mainly here for this discussion because this discussion has nothing to do with my self-improvement or growth or whatever. So, but imperfect, I really want us to talk in the DM. So, but the thing is, let it not
You
be
say?
as if I didn't put. I
You
want
say?
us to talk in the DM. We know we have some business we talked about some days ago. So, but the thing is, please, I'm not in for this discussion because, like I said, it does not add any value to my life, and I'm so sorry if it sounded more offensive a little bit.
All right.
But because another reason is that I'm single. So what advice will a single person like me give to a married relationship or whatever? But the good thing is that I don't know how this will sound because me, my parents are happily married for over 30 years now. I don't know. I just need to see good example in things I'm seeing every day. My pastors, things like that. Even my mentor is Adekunle Good. He's happily married. So what's my problem with a divorced marriage or whatever? I beg, make them rest. That time that Two-Face sang Amaka Disappoint Me, I thought the wife was not with him that time. So what's Annie waiting for during that time that he sang that song? I thought they have gone now. I beg. That is what I want to say.
You said you don't have any say in this topic. You went on to remind us of Amaka disappointment. Adekunle, stay one place. Stay one place so that the thunder that will fire you will strike. We will not miss us. Stay one place, Adekunle. Are you here to ask
Okay, okay.
for Imperfect to complete your business transactions, or you're to talk about Two-Face and Anne?
I'm here for Imperfect.
Hey, please, no. Don't be here for me.
He's here for you, Perfect. He's here for you. You can't
No.
deny it.
Please don't be here for me, please.
In Two-Face voice, he said what he said. I mean, talk him. Now him talk him. They know hacking food.
Please, any message you want to send to me, I beg, send it to my post email. With that, it can get faster to me. But now need to
I
go
don't want
check
to.
your DM.
Adekunle, you said you're single. I don't want to see you in Neka's
Wait,
DM.
wait, wait,
I
wait,
do.
wait.
I do not want to see you in
Imperfect.
Neka's DM.
Imperfect. You're not serious. They want to complete business deal with you. You're not pushing it to me. Adekunle, disturb him. Pursue him. Thank you.
He know what he's doing now. He knows what he's doing.
Chineke na-
We all know what we are doing. Impa. Disturb him,
Okay,
Adekunle.
Rosemary, over to you, please. After you come to triumphant.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Imperfect. Happy New Year.
Hi, Sugar Mommy. Happy New Year to you.
Finally, I saw your space.
Maybe small.
I'm glad. And this one now, the topic sweet, no be small.
Welcome.
Thank you. So about this thing, yeah, when I heard about it, one mind, I was like, finally, because right from time immemorial, I've always perceived this their relationship as something that is toxic. Now, let's come to Annie first before we go for two Baba. The thing is that the reason why we women are like talking out about it and all that is that when you see a certain behavioral pattern or the way somebody behaves, you enter inside that relationship or inside that marriage expecting the person to change. Meanwhile, you don't have the emotional strength to carry that red flag that you saw. Just like the speaker I met when I joined the space, he was saying something like, if you can't handle it, something about it's better to cry in a Lamborghini na, than to cry in a keke. This is exactly what we're talking about. The red flags were there, and I don't think Annie has that strength to carry. But because of the fame and the glitz, she loved too much. She loved Two Face too much, and it wasn't reciprocated. And look at it, she doesn't have the strength to carry. Now, I will not blame Two Face for leaving because I don't see him like somebody that is responsible. Right from time, I've not seen somebody. In fact, people like Two Face are not supposed to get married because that whole institution of marriage is like it cages them, leave them to fly free like the wild birds that they are. You see this one, you get down with this one. When it expires, maybe if you produce a child or two, you move on. It's not everybody that must get married. Now, Annie, being who she was, unfortunately, she went to go and fall for somebody that will put her through this mess that she's passing through. It's so unfortunate that everything that, just like everybody has said here, her whole life revolves around Two Face. There was a whole lot that she would have done, you know. But like it's so unfortunate. So I don't blame both of them going their separate ways. Two Face has every right to call off the marriage because he is not that type. When you were seeing the red flag, Annie, why did you still why maybe she left, she still came back. So anything you see, any shege that you see, you collect it with your full chest. So all these things that people are trying to blame Two Face and saying that he's this, he's that, he's this. Uh-uh. When somebody is as damaged as he is, what are you expecting from somebody that doesn't respect the institution of marriage? You just feel like it's the society that I feel the society just put him in that place that he's supposed to be. So please, they should leave him alone. If marriage has been choking the guy, let him kukuma step out of the marriage. Live his life. Let him function as a single or a baby daddy. Keep having different girlfriends and producing children if he wish. As for Annie, I hope she seeks help. Let her find help for herself. It's so unfortunate that she put herself in this mess. And I wish her all the best. Like I keep telling people, the same advice my sisters gave to me in the course of dating and all that. See, don't love a guy more than the guy loves you because it doesn't end well. It's always there's this you're doing me a favor. Like the guy says that you love him so much, you know, it starts tilting towards some certain like I'm doing you a favor and all that. I was seeing it. I mean, this thing made me to go back to so many of their videos I've watched. I think in one of these their series, Young Whatever, the season one, he boldly said it in front of her how a man's nature is a man's nature to cheat, he will love his wife. I don't know. Many of you may have seen that clip. So what do you expect from somebody like that? You expect faithfulness because anything that can break a woman down, like poverty can break a woman down the way infidelity breaks a woman down. So whatever issue she might have been having is all this baby mama, all this. It's not money. Money is not the problem that is breaking her down. Any issue she may be having, anything that is making her behave like a mad woman, start having toxic energy and bad vibe. It's just the whole women, women, women around her. You saw it. Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you leave? Why didn't you seek support system, leave and heal, and let this guy be? So for me, I wish them the best. And Two Face has done her a favor if she doesn't know, because people like that will never leave. They'll prefer to cry in, behave in such a way that they become very erratic. People start looking at them as if, because there's how you become in love with somebody. You start portraying a picture as if you're mad. It's good for them. It's good Two Face call it. So at least he has removed that bondage of love and obsession from her, that she's going to find somebody that will truly match her love energy. So that's just the little I have to add. There's no need, because the marriage has been toxic right from time. You always hear this, you always hear that. She's always, they're calling her out, they're calling to, they're dragging. And the thing is that Two Face doesn't talk. So you, the woman that keeps talking, people start seeing you as if you're crazy. You lack, you don't have, you can't control your emotions. She doesn't need that. She has so much she can offer. So that's it. She should remove that her whole stigma of everything about Annie is Two-Face wife. She doesn't even have an identity of her own. Everything is Two-Face wife, Two-Face wife, Two-Face wife. What about you? It's not a bad thing, to struggle with somebody. Like, it's so unfortunate that the person that she decided to do life with doesn't match her energy. So she should move on. It will be difficult for her, obviously, but I believe she can move on. Thank
Can
you,
I ask
Impa.
you a question?
Yes, I'm
Can we
all
all
ears.
now agree that women don't need men in this life, and women should stop building
That
with
what?
men?
No, no, no. I didn't say. If
No,
you hear
not
my
you now.
submission, I said it's not a
Generally,
bad
please,
thing.
can we start, because since yesterday I've been seeing put you first, women put you first. I beg, can you guys just put yourselves first and leave men alone? Is it possible?
Imperfect. Everybody should put themselves first. Now, that putting yourself first doesn't mean that when you're in a relationship with somebody, you should become a narcissist. When things are not going fine and you keep compromising and keep compromising and keep compromising to the detriment of your health, put yourself first. It cut across both genders. So it's not a woman thing for me. Two-Face is good. Two-Face put himself first. Because Two-Face, marriage is not in Two-Face agenda. He put himself first. He has removed himself from that equation. So it's good. Let him leave. Let him leave the girl alone.
Thank you so much. Donald Trump, over to you, please.
Uh, sir, please
Thank
put
you.
me on the queue,
Thanks.
sir. Please.
Thank you.
Donald Trump, you are next.
Yeah, yeah. Can everyone hear me though? Good evening. Good day, everyone. Yeah. Imperfect. This
Madam,
one you can't call me when person don't come trigger. I'm triggered, but yeah, I have to control myself. Emotional intelligence, according to it in the talk. May God give us strength. Ah, where do I even start from? Yeah, this issue is really an unfortunate one. First, I just want to say that people that come up and say, "Yeah, why would they talk about this thing? Why this thing not gonna give us money? This is what everybody is talking about." I don't know if you guys listen to yourself for crying out loud. You literally come on the space. You are here having the conversation or listening. Please, if you are coming up to say that again, just know that you are just trying to fool yourself. You're just giving us what you want us to think about you. If you don't want to have the conversation, you should leave. I've gone on spaces that I don't like what they are talking about. I leave instead of me to collect my account. They say, why would they talk about what? Oh my god. Anyways, that's not the conversation. We are having it because it is a reality that a lot of us can relate to. It's a social activity that a lot of us can relate to. Two Face and Annie's case is just a projection of what is. That is why everybody can easily be invested in it. It should not take rocket science for some of you to understand this simple thing. Marriage is a common phenomenon. Almost every, um, almost every Nigerian identifies with marriage. The majority of Nigerians identify with it. So it's a social act, and we are all social beings. So it's something we will talk about. So don't come up and tell us why are we talking about it. You are just being stupid when you say that, with all due respect. Moving forward, I see how people have been coming for Two Face, and some people insulting um this person. The reality is what is going on in their life is what has always been going on with people's life generally. A lot of us have issues too. The only reason why theirs is obvious is simply because they are celebrities and we are using it to project our own reality. We have men here who are almost 40, some of them are above 40. They are not married. There's a reason why. Do you think they don't fuck? Sorry for using the word, but that's that. These are part of the issues. I don't need to call names, but we all know this reality. And I just want to say something, because it is unfortunate. I see Two Face as a very, very strong man, very strong man. This guy has been a subject of ridicule for more than 20 years simply because he had sex. And the women he had sex with decided on their own to get pregnant and keep the pregnancy. And what did he do? He accepted it. If we are going to be honest, Two Face is better than a lot of us here. Realistically speaking, a lot of us they fuck. I will never marry. Or we don't marry, we still dey fuck outside. A lot of guys do it. Why are we saying it like it's something that's very, very like this is something that's very uncommon? It's a very common thing, extremely common, extremely. Like 9.5 in every 10 men, Nigerian men, have affairs. So it is extremely common. So why you people need to just think about it. Why has Two Face been a subject of ridicule to this reality in a very large scale for the past 20 something years? Someone said he doesn't come out to speak. Well, maybe it's because you don't listen. Because if you do, you listen to his music just like raindrops falling from my eyes. He spoke a lot about the kids. Young man, be careful and think it twice before you choose to use your device. Say, these kids, I love them. Oh boy, nobody send me, but I know say CRCB, CRCB. He explain everything for that song. He tell us which waiting the sub. Say these girls are very deadly, but before he say so, in check him, nobody rape him, and his speaking they there, he love them. All these things they in don't talk. Is this not the reality of a lot of us? Some of you had sex in SS1. Some of you just SS2, and una down they still fuck till today. The only difference is that either that girl aborted for you or decided to abort the baby because she knows that you are not a two-face that is rising. You don't have the issue. How many men see, when I hear some men who will come and start criticizing and be saying something, I go just they wonder how many men can withstand sexual admiration from women, beautiful, rich women like Perot and the rest. How many men as at that time? How many of you can withstand it? Is it the same men that you are in women's DM that are not even giving you attention? Then you have a man who had women all over. You just want to make the guy become a god. Is he a god? He's a fucking human being having blood flowing through his veins. For what is what, when you juxtapose the reality of his life and how he has come out, he has done extremely well, way better than a lot of us. A lot of us don't have access to these women, don't have access to the resources he has, don't have access to the information he has, and we have had more women than him. Let us call a spade, because at the end of the day, people will just do the talk, say, Say the guy in the follow woman, he give 5 women belle, he get this one now. What the bro? A lot of us here, some people there, whether they maybe in Germany, then they or na England, then they. For Nigeria, women where they their DM now past 50. Would they see them for space say imperfect this?
Please, please mute
Sorry,
your mic.
imperfect. Sorry, I know
You
they
have
throw jab.
20 more
Wait.
seconds. 20 more seconds, please. 20 more seconds. Continue.
Okay, sorry, wait. Imperfect. You don't go do me like that. But you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, fine. But there are people that have come out to say these things that women in you notice, and you've been able. A lot of men have been able to control it, but a lot are having these issues. They fuck these women. If you be two-faced, they go get belay for you. And that was what happened. Then somebody's coming and everybody know that he follow woman. Who know they follow woman for out of 10 men, 9.5 they follow. That half, now say the guy they look, but he no get the capacity. That is just the reality, irrespective of how a lot of us want to come here and so want to say. Then you see an agenda that these people, you see, and that is why I like what is happening, to be honest, and I'm very, very interested in it. You see, this to tell you the kind of man Two-Face is a very upright human being. To tell you that these people have nothing against him, look at what they are looking for. They went straight, yeah, he knew the girl when she was 15. This guy wahala be this, creating unnecessary agenda. Waiting bring time we know this girl into this matter. He got married to Annie 2012 when she was 27 years old. These are the facts. What are we talking about 15 in this matter? Just for agenda. So that people will say, oh yes, then they created the word groom. They groomed him. I posted something on this thread, and I was clear with it. We have Senator Yerima from Zamfara who got married to a 13-year-old in Nigeria. He's having senator. He got married, 13. These are the realities. 2010, now this one happened. You never even think before they will say maybe in 1999 or something. It's just 15 years ago that happened. And the list is on and on. It's uncountable. And don't forget, when this reality was happening to them, they were not known. A whole lot of people now are still looking at 17, 18 years old girl. Am I saying it is legally right? The answer is no. But is that the reality in our system, in our community? The answer is yes. And this legality, there was a time in Nigeria that people got married 14, a time in our history and our culture. So, but we are not going to go there. Imperfect. Let me quickly just read up some of the things I've written because I was just speaking all of that from my this thing. The truth is, they are both in love with each other because I wonder why some people come up and say they don't love themselves. These people really love. None of us here care about Annie as much as Two-Face does. None. Nobody can tell me that he cares or she cares about Annie. Even the so-called Toki and the rest.
You hear when some people say she loves him more than he loves her. Like
Nobody listen.
that statement is
If Two
funny.
Face did not love Annie, as at 2012, Two Face was still number one in Nigeria. It's just like somebody coming up next in the next 10, 15 years now and say Davido did not love Choma. We are all here. Maybe some of these people we are. I think people that less than 30 should even keep quiet on this matter because you were probably too young to know what was happening. Some of us witnessed it firsthand. So we'll tell you what happened. Two Face was number one. If no be love, nothing go make that guy come back. Cause I've been to hell and I'm back, and I'm a baby. I wanna give you all my body and soul. He has been talking. He's been talking through his music. You people are not listening. He even spoke as to some of the things he went through when he said, I hate what you do to me." When he said, we fight all day and we make up, we walk. The next minute, the demons comes out and I start to wonder, where's my baby? Oh, I hate what you do to me. Oh my God. You people are not following this thing. These are the facts. Go and listen to Two-Face. Is it the one he sang outside every time I go outside? He sang all this things. He was telling us all his experiences. Then one day, the thing done too much. He no fit bear am again. Baba come and say, I know. He just come. He never even say no to again. He say, they don't did divorce. We don't even get the actual facts, whether or not the Guma even divorce someone and he divorced. He's just telling now. And somebody say, why bring your issue outside? He's a celebrity, bro. It's not you. I'll round up with this, bro, quickly. He's a celebrity. We are going to talk about it. These issues are going to be outside because if he doesn't say it, he's in a space where if he doesn't say his story now, someone else will tell the story, and no matter what, it's going to be out there. So people should stop telling us why is he talking. And if Two Face is going to listen to this record by hook or by crook, please speak out. Don't let these people make you not to talk. And for men who are going through the same thing and you are quiet, speak out. We cannot inherit the useless silence of our fathers. We've learned better. And these women must be put in their place. All these bad women, we must put them in their place because they are only thriving because a lot of you are keeping quiet. And it is coming to an end. I yield the mic.
Triumphant, you got me all emotional when you were analyzing Tufek's lyrics. I want to listen to the words or lyrics of every musician before the beats. That's what most people feel. They just the beats and they start doing that their leg walk, shaking asses here and there, you know, doing Alanta Zanta, whatever it is called. Thank you very much for bringing that up because truly, Two Face is one person. When he sings, you think he's just pouring out the lyrics there, and he's singing, vibing, my African queen. If nobody talk about you, I mean, dude was,
In
literally he was
fact, me
crying
say
out.
if I be human being, go and listen here. Am I go listen to that
Dude,
song, bro?
Two Face has been crying out for a very long time. For a long time. Look at his body language on his video yesterday when everybody was saying, "Oh, his phone must have been hacked," and he came out to say, "I mean, talk on. Nobody hacked my phone." I said what I said. Man has seen enough. Man has seen. It's not. Next speaker, please. I don't want to start crying. I don't want to start crying.
Okay, let's hear from a lady. Zainab, are you there?
Zinarb, is she speaking?
Zainab, are you there?
Zinarb, stop smiling and say something. Why do I think Zinab is
Okay,
same as Rehab?
Mr. Williams,
Yeah, I haven't
go ahead.
spoken, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
go on,
Joshua,
go on.
go
Take
before
your seat.
Williams, please. Joshua,
Okay.
go.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. My name is Joshua. I am an innocent man, and I'm here on behalf of all innocent men in the world. Actually, I was sent by God. I'm a prophet, and my message is for innocent men. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Prophet.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
My message is for all innocent men all over the world. You understand? I'm here for you. You understand? I see you. I feel your pain like a dimple. I see your pain like a dimple in the cloud. You understand? I feel you, bro. You understand? I feel how the tears have formed a path on your face. You innocent men out there. You see, the street reminds me of you. The grief you wore like silk. I see everything. First things first, I was born in Makudi, and as of 2002, Two-Face was already a household name. It's Idoma from, I think from Idumoga, something like that, yeah, in Benue State. Two-Face went to Mount St. Gabriel Catholic Secondary School. He was my elder brother's senior at Mount St. Gabriel in Makudi then. And I knew him through my brother then as a 2001. Then he used to talk about this guy, yeah, this guy finished from Mount St. Gabriel, he come, that kind of thing. He used to talk about him a lot of times. Now, Two Face, his records then at Precision Boys then was singing in Idoma language a lot of times in Idoma. So I understand Idoma a little bit. So we used to jam his song on the streets as at year 2000. We used to jam his songs all the time. Every time he's blasting everything. Go to barber shop, his song was always there. I was a small boy then. Now, I never knew who the hell Annie Dibia was until 2012. And he was all through those years until 2012. In fact, the reason why I knew Annie Dibia was, in fact, I knew her as Annie Macaulay when she was in one work movie like that. I watched on this satellite TV, this satellite that time with this what is it, high TV that time that was those satellites, those satellite dish. That's how I knew her then. She was like more like a C or D list actress, just like an upcoming actress, just all through her life. That's when I knew who Annie Macaulay was. Like, oh, not Two Face. I was like, yeah, seriously. I was like, oh, when I watched that music video, African Queen, now she be that girl. I said, what? And now she herself. That's when I knew who she was. You see, I'm angry and I'm boiling in my spirit right now because we're in a world whereby a lot of men are weak today. Our grandfathers had 6, 7 wives. Our grandfathers, our great grandfathers had 6, 7. My grandfather had 6 wives. He had 6 wives. He had 50 children. 6 wives. In fact, my grandmother had.
Joshua Anya.
Yeah, Anya Po. Ogbebino.
You say your grandma had like 50 children.
Yeah, 50 children. Yeah. That's my grandfather. Yeah, my grandfather. 50 children. Yeah. He had 50 children. Aha. Ogbebino. He had 50 children. 50 children.
I mind couldn't go
he had 50 children. He had,
forget that.
Coach. He has 50 children. He had more than 200 grandchildren. You understand? I'm his grandchild. Now, why I'm saying this is because our grandfathers then actually had those amount of wives. And guess what? They only had a bicycle or maybe a bike. They were carpenters. They were farmers. But today, look at men of these days. You are a billionaire. You are rich. You are wealthy. Look at social media. A woman who is a non-virgin will come online and tell you that broke men deserve no pussy. A woman who lost her virginity maybe to coke and biscuits when she was in 100 level then in university. Will come online and tell her that broke men deserve no pussy. Okay, yeah, we agree. I am broke. I deserve no pussy. Yeah, thank you very much. But now that I am rich, now that I have money, now that I am famous, I'm going around the world, traveling around the world with shows, with all these babes all around the corner. I should stick to one pussy? I mean, I don't know, but I think that's the height of bullshit, actually. That's the height of delusion. And I think, in fact, I'm very, and if you're a man here, listen, if you're a man here, actually, never ever allow these people gaslight you. Don't ever do that. Never, ever allow these women, I don't want to use the B word now, but I'm angry. I don't want to do that because out of respect. But with all due offense, you understand? Never allow these women gaslight you. I never knew who the hell Annie Dibia was. I knew Two-Face Dibia. Two-Face was already a star all around the corner. He was, in fact, from Makudi down to all over the north, the middle belt, it was Two-Face. In fact, there was a time in Nigeria where it was only Two-Face and what's it called? Two-Face Idris Abukarim, Two-Face Idris Abukarim, and P-Square.
P-Square and the band.
No. The band was more or less like much later, exactly. The band was more like 2007, 2006, 2007. But it was as 2001. I took my 2001. 2001, it was Idris Abukarim. It was Two-Face. Like the household names. Exactly. What's it called now? LD. Olumen10. These are people that we knew then.
Perfect. Una realize now 24 years ago now they talk about. Some people now
24 years ago. Imagine
people that are giving hot takes on this matter, they are 3 years old then.
You see, guys, you see, actually, sir, guys, I beg. And funny luckily, I'm just 30 years old. I'm 30 this year. I'm just 30 years of crying out loud. And I knew all these things. How can somebody who is 25 or 20 or 21 have a man to talk about this bullshit about Two-Face? Who the hell are you? Go back to your mother's home. Go back to school. Go and carry your book. When we are like we are talking, you have a right to talk. For crying out loud, man. So now back to what I'm saying. You have no, as a woman, yeah, you have no right. If our fathers could marry 6 virgins, my grandmother had all his wives they were all virgins. They were all virgins. If our grandmother could marry 6 virgins, and you tell me that I should not. I mean, as a man who has made, I've made my own life. I've made my own life. I'm there. I'm there. I've made everything. I should stick to you, stick to one woman. It's not possible. Now back to that. Annie never made Two Face. Annie, okay, I was there when it was there. She was there when she had that's a big lie. Do you know how it was then? How life was then for like for artists? Do you know how it was terrible then? Then there was no social media then. There was no internet. Then as it is now. This guy was Wild MC's backup singer. In fact, that time you will have to leave wherever you are in the country, go to Lagos to blow if you want to make it in life. Then in the music industry, you must leave wherever you are and go to Lagos. You go and squat, you hustle, do a lot of dirty things, dirty job, take a lot of shit, take a lot of spit on your face to make it. Where was Annie? Oh, anime, nigga, shut the fuck up, man. It was when I'm nothing. Oh, blah blah blah. Oh, blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up. Wait, I mean, was it? And I was going to do shows for him. This guy was going from shows to shows. Was killing shows. He was going to universities then. That time at BSU. Then my brother was clean at what's it called now? In 2002 at Uni Agric Makudi. Then then he would come to Union Greek. He would play with this play. It was Two Face around the corner. Where was Annie? Who the hell was Annie then? Who the fuck was Annie? So I beg, please don't come and tell us that Annie made him who he is. Now that one aside, let me get something straight here. Every man in the world that's made this, that's had his resources, is that built his wealth from shit and sweat. He deserves to be polygamous. It is it is right. It's his choice. You understand? I'm a Christian, and the Bible at no point in time ever talks shit about polygamy. At nowhere. Bring any Bible verse and tell me where the Bible say okay. No, just bring a prayer and tell me the Bible at no point in time ever talking shit about polygamy. In fact, monogamy was mainly for pastors, for people. For church elders, for people who are who have a congregation.
I want to
So
say hello to
let me just end with this, guys.
Mrs.
I'm sorry,
Obi.
please. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I'll see me done, please. I'll see me done, please. Understand? Back to what I'm saying here. Every man out there that I've made in life, you understand that built his shit has no reason to be monogamous. A lot of men today are weak. Oh, they giving you all sorts of bullshit online and monogamy. Fuck that shit, man. You deserve it. Two-Face deserve that shit. She knew this guy was polygamous. She knew this guy had a lot of children out there. And she stuck to him. It is her choice. Huh? I wish all the best all men out there. You are a star. Fuck as much of me as possible. And fuck these bitches, man. Thank you.
Ichi, Ichi, are you there?
Impe.
Ichi, are you there? Sir Ichi, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you, Chief.
About we are here complaining about Scar and Benini, but this guy came and said, "Please, guys, hold my anointing oil for."
You see, when the prophet was giving his submission, I counted 37 F words, 15 shit, and what was it on? Hell. I counted 47 hells. I've had enough F word, shit, and hell to last me till the end of March. If anybody comes to this space and say fucking shit, hell no again, I'll throw you so far away. Scientists will be very, they'll have difficulties. Fine.
Of people the best.
Scientists will have difficulties finding you. Bro, this guy, I know, Prophet, you're really hurt. And the way you broke down the whole thing, like how many years ago when we knew Two Face, and oh my God, like that's like 25, 27 years ago. And he said, these kids who gave you the impetus to come here to judge. Oh
I
Lord.
beg, I know all love.
Oh
I know
God.
all love.
This is this thing, the social media is a comic relief. You don't the second place you get this sort of things is at the beer parlor, and that's where men are gathered. You can't get this. This cannot be replaced or replicated anywhere else. I trust me on that. But hey, Joshua Annie, sorry, Joshua Ari, oh, you sound like Annie. I'm sorry. Joshua Annie, thank you very much for your submission.
Baba,
Thank you.
Ichi,
Sorry, I was
Yes.
very, very angry
50
actually.
children. It's
I
okay.
spoke like someone who, as someone who was, I mean, who actually knew Two Face right from time, right from when I was in my mother's womb. Imagine some kids, Gen Zs, come and talk rubbish about Two Face Annie, shut the fuck up. Go and carry your book. Nonsense. I'm sorry for using the F word again, please. I'm really angry. In
It's
fact,
okay.
I'm
It's
boiling.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Haba.
Please, yeah. Yeah, talking to your in-law, beg. It's okay.
No, but imperfect, like then it's like you guys said, it's Two Face, it's the plantation boys in general, it's the bunch them. Jesus Christ. Who
No,
who is we
see,
who are the musicians now
the day,
compared to those
the,
gods? Those guys
the
are
time,
gods.
there's this song, the band came to shoot this video with Don Jazzy and Soko. So we are there in Keja. Idris show up with his boys now. They consider them settle and everything. They look of that year now, that night. They call the Haley Idris, me come, the man come. The band sit at 90 for back of the party. One white car that year.
I mean
Tell
the
you,
guys who dared use their music, they dared to use their music and call out the government. How many of the musicians today are doing it? Yeah, Whiskey, what was he even singing today? Davido
Soko,
will come out.
Soko, the
Oh,
view.
if
Soko,
yeah,
Soko, Soko.
David
Oyagbeke.
Davido will come out and say, if water, if
Beg,
I do
beg,
this
leave
song,
those
you make
people.
water
Beg,
carry
Say
you.
goodbye,
leave,
Belgium. Say
leave
now
them.
Belgium you want back.
Leave them. I beg, make them feel look my attack. I beg. I know, get energy. Zainab, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi. Good
Oh,
evening,
finally.
everyone.
Good evening.
I was speaking the other time and you guys couldn't hear
We
me.
couldn't hear you. No, no.
Yeah, okay. Hi, Imperfect. Hi, everybody. So, I think Rosebud and Triumphant pretty much said what I wanted to say, but I'm just going to add this. The issue of Two Face, and just like Triumphant said, it's not even more about like Two Face and Annie. It's like a very serious issue that a lot of people deal with, and it's something we need to talk about. And the issue of Two Face and Annie has been it's an issue of foundation. The foundation wasn't right from the beginning, and it was glaring, and that's because, and the reason why it's making so much buzz again is not because it's Two Face. We know Two Face is big, right? But it's because everybody has been waiting for the bomb to explode. It's like it's been a bomb or dynamite in waiting, right? And I'm going to say this: the way Two Face picked Annie is like there's a lot to cast, and then you pick one out of it. That's a very wrong way to start a relationship. And I try not to give my opinion concerning this whole matter because I just feel, oh, I'm a woman, I shouldn't talk, yada yada. But and I always know that if I have to talk about this, I'm not going to be with Annie for two reasons. First of all, the only reason Two Face only trends on one topic since I've known him, besides his good music, is always about Annie, baby mamas, and all of that. And so far, I speak for him because we can see that he's been a responsible father. He tries to maintain a relationship with his baby mamas. And secondly, he's always been consistent with his relationship. He never said anything about relationship with his baby mamas. And secondly, this on that. And I really don't pity her as a woman. And I feel so bad to say that because you knew what you were getting into. And all of us, we all know what we can take. I'm pretty sure among those celebrities, there are so many wives that deal with all of this womanizing stuff, but because they have the emotional capacity to carry it, they're just crying in their Lamborghini. Nobody is crying like, because you say you don't want to ride in a bicycle and cry. Just enjoy your mansion, and that's because that's the choice you made, so you have to stick with it. And I say this because people change, and that's another lesson for us women. Don't marry expect men to change. Marry what you can take. If you can't take it, then don't go into it. Now you've already gone into it. There's
any relationship where there are babies, Two Face will always have a relationship with his baby mamas. If you can't, if you knew you will not be able to handle it, you wouldn't have married him. Then, secondly, I'm not supporting Annie because she had an opportunity to build her own name outside Two Face. Like, there should be a buzz around your name, and then at the end, that's when they will attach you to Two Face. But she was focused on Two Face, Two Face, Two Face, Two Face. And okay, I think I started saying this, I didn't complete it. Two Face never really gets any chaotic whatever trend, except it's always around his babies, and that stopped when he stopped producing babies outside. The next one was about Annie harassing this, Annie harassing that, Annie harassing that. So that's why I don't want to give him that much fault, because he's only trying to be there for his baby mamas. And Annie, on the other hand, was focused on things that she knew she couldn't change. The issue of Two Face and Annie, I think it's only God that will have changed Two Face, not Annie. But I think she was focused on that. She was losing herself. And then a lot of people kept saying, oh, it's Two Face, it's Two Face, it's Two Face. No, it's not Two Face. And if you see what Two Face said at the young, I think the second to last episode of the third season of Young, that their stuff. When they had a dinner of four, and he was like, it's normal for a guy to go and sleep outside, but knowing fully well that he loves his wife at home. And he made this reference. Sorry, I'm going to choose this. What he said: other women were just like, guys are only fucking them and not making love. And then the other girl, Nadia, said, like, what do you mean by that? And then he repeated it. But if those of us that watched it, Annie was not, she was not shocked. He was embarrassing her, obviously, but she was not shocked. So it seemed like something she was aware of. The only time she got triggered and stood up and left was when the lady was like, no, like, how can you say that? It's wrong. Like, your wife is there. Why are you saying that? That's when Annie started getting them. She was embarrassed, and then she stood up and left. So it means that if Nigerians were not poking their nose, she would be comfortable. And then secondly, I just want to say that I I I think it's a good thing for both of them to go their separate ways. I pray they are able to solve their issues, but I think it's a good thing, because I think if they don't go their separate ways, something nasty is going to happen. Because there's this saying that hair had no fury like a woman's corn, and Annie is not someone that is going to let Two Face go just like that. And there are rumors of her stabbing him. There's the issue of poisoning. There's the issue of juju and all of that. So I think for some reason it's better for them to part ways, so it doesn't end in a bloody, in whatever, in a bloody situation. And I say this because just imagine any girl mistakenly having a serious relationship with Two Face and Annie knowing it. I don't think it's something she's going to tolerate, because I think it's going to be, oh, I've invested in it. And I don't think she has invested in Two Face like everybody is saying it. No, they grew together. Two Face was already will I say, a name before they met. So my take is that for women, don't marry what you know you can't take. And if you know a guy has a certain trait you can't tolerate, don't. And no man is going to lick his children. I'm proud of children Two Face, especially for not leaving his kids. I need to go for a meeting, so I'm just going to stop here. Thank you.
Zina, before you leave,
Yeah.
what part of the north are you from?
I'm from Kaduna State.
Kaduna.
Southern
Mm-hmm.
Cardinal.
Please, next
Southern
time if you
Cardinal.
next
Yeah.
okay, next time if you speak, please, can you add a bit of the northern accent, please?
Oh, really? Okay, fine. I was going to speak, but you didn't give me the mic to speak, and I have a meeting at 9, so I need to go and prepare.
No, I'm really sorry. We called you earlier on, but
I
your
was talking,
network
but you
wasn't.
couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I'm sorry there. I'm
It's
sorry.
Iche,
okay, no worries.
Iche.
I'll follow you so that next time when you speak, I need to hear that northern accent. I just love it.
Bye, Kumi.
Please,
Bye,
thank you.
Leafy. Thank you.
Yeah.
Iche, thank you so much. Zena, thank you so much. Iche, see, Southern Cardinal women, they are under most reliable women to marry. Just you know, very nice
Aww.
people. Very, very nice people. Car, Southern Cardinal.
Is she married? Zina, are you married?
No, I'm not, so I don't end up in any situation. No, so I'm taking my time.
Okay, no
Where
worries.
she talk?
Imperfect,
Where she talk?
who's the next speaker?
Where she talk?
She says she's not married, so she doesn't end up in any situation.
Oh, thank God, say none of us for here are this thing. Thank God. Adekunle good you go wait a beg because as Ade chef here, Rachel, Ade chef here 2001, I just request my old man. Yeah, come and tell us history. Ade chef over to you, beg.
You're not serious. I'm still 22. So, first of all, good day, everyone. Iche,
Biruki, everyone, I greet everyone.
Chef.
Long time. First of all, please, if you don't like what I want to say, please feel free to block me. This is my own personal submission concerning this discussion. And I may not speak to the topic, but I will pick from what people have been saying and speak to that, which is cheating. And two-face, the cheater is this, is that. See, you need to understand that men know they cheat. And I'm speaking uh, of, based on my own personal opinion. If you like, don't like it. Men know they cheat. What happened to Two Face was what we call slip of prick. You understand? Men know they cheat. If you like, take it the way you want it. It is called slip of prick. It's just the same way I'm talking now. I should say things that I'm not supposed to say. We call it slip of tongue. So that was what happens to Two Face. Men know they cheat. You need to understand that fact. See, you need to understand that we men we have two brain. And these two brain, no, they work together. These are the struggles that we go through. You may not understand because you're a woman and we are the men. We have two brain, and these two brain doesn't work together. The same you women have what you call the menstrual pain. You go through all those monthly cycle, all those things that we men we don't understand. It's the same way you two you don't understand all these things that we go through. We have two brain, and these two brain does not work together. The regular brain, the one in our head, and the one in between our legs. They never seems to work together. I don't know the reason till today. In case you do, you want to know. This is my own personal research. This is not one biology research that do the research. I did my own personal research. They don't work together. That is why, for example, now probably maybe Ike or Imperfect lost one of their grandfather or grandmother, and Ike invited me to the burial. Probably maybe I was with Ike in the room, crying, Ike, very sorry about your grandfather or grandmother. And one of a sudden, Ike's cousin with big gash or big breast walk past the living room. And I look. As of that time, my brain was working because I was crying with Iche. But as soon as Iche's cousin walk past with big yash or big breast, my prick see her, my prick they stand, my brain they go rest. They don't work together. That is what is happening to Two Face. So you need to understand all these things. These are our struggle. That is why you see a man in the office, probably be a banker, working with tie on the table, and a co-worker with big yash waka pass. By that time, his brain go to rest. His prick start to work. They don't work together. So men, we know they cheat. These are the things we go through every day. But majority of the men here, they won't tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you. So these are the things. Let us separate issues. Let us separate one from the other. We also go through all these every day. You know, your own is monthly, your monthly menstruation, but our own is every day. We go through these things every day. That is why when you are in the church as a guy, you are praying to the Lord. But as soon as you open your eye, you see that sister in choir with big gash or big breast. And one of a sudden, you started speaking in tongues when you are praying. So those are the issues. So that is what is happening to Two Face. Don't blame him. Two Face has two brain. The normal brain that he used to write his music, his lyrics, and the second brain in between his legs that is performing the wonders. So these are the things that we the men will go through every day. So please and please, this is my own personal submission. And if you like, take me serious at your own risk. You're on your own. Thank you.
In addition to what you just said, and Chef, most times, after performing, that's when they just, take advantage of him. And most times after things like over an hour or two, he's tired. They use one finger to push him on the bed, and he's saying stop, stop, stop. Before you know it, they don't take advantage of him. You know, but that guy, I pity him. He's even innocent, so they're taking advantage of his innocence. It is
You
sad.
see, it's imperfect. There's something Zainab said. Honestly, you see, I don't pay attention to. I really don't give a damn about celebrities. That's just me. I don't know if I'm
I swear
weird
to
that way.
God. I swear to God.
I don't know if it's weird,
I
but
swear to
Zainab
God. I
said
don't
something
listen.
that caught my interest. That there is cases, there is reports about poisoning, stabbing. Like really?
Again, when I will tell you after. That one I confirmed yesterday with somebody very close to them.
Now, wow.
You go shock. Forget. Imagine say, but all these I'm not shut them out up. Imagine I say your mom seen at the come visit you, they come lock doors, so your mom see no enter house. You won't go again. Adekunle, whatever to your doing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Imperfect. So, someone actually said because we have no interest in whatever discussion that is going on, that doesn't mean he has any right to say maybe anyone is stupid or not. But the thing is, here is the point: we have different ways of handling grievances. Once something is bothering us, or we don't like how things turn out to be, or a situation that is going on, we have different ways of handling it. So if you notice now, the way Joshua reacted, and even the guy that talked, so we have our own different ways. So we should try and be respecting that fact. If I say I don't have interest in this topic, it's because I know maybe if I start the discussion or whatever, I might be saying things I'm not supposed to say, just like the way this guy was using the F word and things like that. So, but that doesn't mean I really don't know what to say concerning this kind of situation, because someone like me now, if I should share my experience, I have a lot of experience when it comes to studying all these polygamous family and things like that. And the reason being is that I've worked with some private individuals that has money, and they have a lot of wives, and I see how they manage the house. So one thing I usually notice is that there was this man I worked with, I think 6 months ago now. He's a Delta man anyway. This man has up to 3 wives. Yes, he married 3 wives legally, and presently all of them are still both in his premises. So even he has one in America. Anytime he feels discomfort, he just leave the house. He might just text me that, oh, Mike, we are going out. Oh. So at the end of the day, I will later be finding out that, oh, I think it's because one of the wife is not doing normal or something like that. So he has different option. Now, what I'm trying to say now is that if you look at this kind of person, you want to come as a second, third wife, you already know what you are getting into. You already know the kind of commitment, the kind of person you want to get committed with. So that's why I used to feel like, why is everything as if it's strange? You know you want to marry a celebrity, you know the kind of person he or she is going to be meeting every day. Will you be able to cope with all those things you are seeing? Someone that have access to meet new people every day, will you be able to cope? So this marriage thing is about the mental stability. So women, they try to ignore those kind of things that will give them peace of mind, and at the end of the day they will be looking for one way or the other to find justification for themselves. Like, what happened to you learning from people that has done this thing ahead of you? Can't you see the way they manage it? Everybody knows that men are polygamous in nature, and you just have to look for one person to call your husband. So it depends on how each and every woman manages her home. When you do anyhow with your husband, just know that you are not the only option. So when it's time for you to take care of him, know how you want to manage him very well. That is one of the things. There was this man I worked with, I think 2 years ago now. He's a barrister as well, a Yoruba man. He married from his tribe, other tribes, and he was managing them properly without any issue. I don't know how he's doing it sometimes. It's not that they don't used to have argument, but at least everybody knows their stand. It's not that you will be complaining today that it's because you have this, it's because you already know where you are going to. It's not as if everything was dark when they wanted to tie the two of you together. So this is my own experience through my daily lifestyle. So I will pause for now.
Okay, thank you, Adekunle. Thank you. You finally had something to say about the issue. They don't bully you. Anyway, moving on. Biruki, do you have anything to say? Uncle Ruki. Rukewe. Okay, he's not available.
You
Um,
don't go as a
uh, Obi, Chubozo, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Chubozo. Yeah.
Hello.
Go ahead and speak.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Yeah, good evening, host and co-host, and everyone here. The topic at hand is quite interesting one. Yes, but I'm going to be, I'm not for anybody or against anybody here. The reason is because for me, two of them went for what they felt will benefit them. Yes, and they are paying the price of their decision. So me, I'm not going to say justice for two Baba. Yes, so I will not. And I have reason for that, which I'll explain. I'll be fast so that, yeah, I'm not too sure. But within that period, I was having kind of private home lesson with a man in Thomas Estate. Now, each time most time I go there, I notice I used to see some people, somebody like celebrity, but I wasn't sure of that person. So one day I just came in after I finished taking lesson with the man. We were about going out, it was to drive out. Then somebody came out in a mask. He masked himself. Then my boss, being the man I was taking lesson, private home lesson for, for him and his children, he was like, "Do you know this person?" I said, "No." He said, "That's Two Face. He comes to see his girl. The girl, they live downstairs." My boss then was living upstairs.
Sorry, I don't think this is actually right at this point in time. No, I don't know the way this thing. Some people are just listening. So please, look on add fuel for fire. I beg. Or add fire for fuel. I think that I
Hello?
beg.
I
Look
wasn't
on.
hearing you. Can you hear me?
I say I beg. This story where you talk now. I beg. I beg. Skip it. Skip it. Skip it. If you has to get, I beg. Okay.
I should do what? I didn't hear you. Hello?
Okay.
wait, wait, hold on, sorry.
Un- un-
What he's trying to say is
Uncle
that if there's
Uncle Chibuzo, Uncle Chibuzo, if you can hear me, the host is saying the story you're sharing is not necessary. Two Face wasn't cheating. The girl he went to see is probably one of his baby mamas, which he never knew lived there. So just say what you want to say and leave that information you're trying to pass, please. Thank you.
Yes, please, please. Because you don't know those that are listening. I beg. Like I said, this place is doing strange life in two different states. I beg. I beg. You know, to correct. I beg.
Okay, okay. So the point I was trying to make here is, for me, I understand that, okay, Annie was the one who's so much, the one that is so much in love. And from every indication and from the way the story has been flying up and down, she's the one in love. And she's the one that probably wanted the whole thing to work out. But for me, in other hand, if Two Face at a point in time did so many things and still go back to ask, we don't know whether he went back each time that he does something that the girl doesn't like, because they've been in a relationship for many years before they ended up in marriage. I believe that there must have been a point that um, Two Face will go back to ask this lady, "This is what I did. I'm sorry." It must have been going on in order for him to keep this person to make sure that both of them get married. So whatever he received in that, whatever happens in that relationship, for me, Two-Face has his own portion to blame, because you cannot tell me that it was just Annie herself that was just begging and also working for the relationship, for the marriage to become a success. No, I cannot believe that. Whenever Two-Face goes to ask Annie, sorry for what I did, or sorry for what you heard, or sorry for what come up, he will not come and tell us in the public. So he has his own side where he has made a lot of mistakes, which he should not be, and we should not exonerate him. People cannot keep doing wrong. At the end of the day, you go and say sorry, or you try to package it that, okay, I am a man, and because this is my nature, that is why I should be allowed to do this. Meanwhile, you know that this thing you're doing is hurting somebody else. Why? Why not leave? And why not leave instead of going, to continue to the stage whereby you guys get to marry? Now, the other hand, the lady too, I blamed her because Two-Face showed his attitude, showed everything. For me, displayed the polygamous nature of his before that marriage. And she saw everything and still went ahead to marry Two-Face, which I believe maybe because of the fame, or because of the money, and because of who Two-Face is, that made her to marry her. They might say that's
Not
love.
not
For me,
not because she loved him too much, like you said earlier on.
okay, hello?
Said, is it no longer because of the love she had for him earlier on, like you stated?
For me, all is assumption, because you cannot just love and ignore red flags. Yes, the love that make you ignore red flags, for me, is maybe obsession, or maybe there is something, the money there, the fame, and all of that. But we believe the what is flying is that the story going on is that she loved him so much. She loved him. She's the one that is so much in love and want the marriage to work. So to cut the for me to end here, the point I'm trying to make is that Baba himself should have at least allowed the lady to be, knowing that probably she may not handle it. Why do you go ahead? And at the end of the day, look at the way he ended it, not considering someone's own emotion or whatever. I mean, I know some people may not like it, but for me, the way he went about ending it and bringing it to the social media, for me, is wrong. For the lady, she also received what she bargained for. So that is the point I came here to make. Both of them received what they bargained for. I'm not going to say justice for anybody. Thank you very much.
La 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 la.